Day 72 of lockdown, and it is time for some hard-hitting YouTube science data. By the way, it's farm day at pre-kindy at my school, in case you're wondering about all this. Anyway, science. 1 month ago today, I simultaneously uploaded 2 identical YouTube videos. The same video duplicated, except one had this thumbnail and was called an experiment, and the other had this thumbnail and was called I just broke the YouTube algorithm for more views in 2021 with this weird trick featuring Olivia Rodrigo. And the aim of the experiment was to figure out, do all of those lame clickbaity YouTube things actually work? And a month later, the results are in, and it turns out this YouTube channel is way too small to provide any kind of useful data. But let's see what we can figure out anyway. Video 1, the normal one, was viewed 45 times in the last month, while video number 2, the clickbaity one, was viewed 62 times, which is 38% more times. Video 1 had 1.4 hours of watch time, whereas video 2 had 1.8 hours, 29% more. Average view duration for video 1 was 37% versus 34.7% for video 2. Both of those are like way down on my channel average, so apparently this was just a bad video. So lucky we're doing it a second time now, I guess. Number of impressions, as in like how many people saw the video regardless of whether they actually clicked through to watch it. 467 for the non-clickbait one, 739 for the clickbait one. However, as for the actual impressions click-through rate, like how many people actually saw the video and then clicked to watch it, 7.3% for the first video, the non-clickbait one, and only 5.4% for the clickbait video. That's like 26% less. So from this stupidly small sample size, it seems like if you use a dumb clickbaity thumbnail and video title, your video gets in front of more people, but less people care. However, 5.4% of those 739 clicks that the clickbait video got is still more than the 7.3% of the 467 that the other one got. So even though a smaller percentage of those impressions on the clickbait video actually clicked through, because there were so many more impressions, there were actually more views. Wait, hang on, I just found some more numbers to crunch. So video number 1, non-clickbait, 92.5% of watch time came from my subscribers versus 7.5% that came from people who aren't subscribed to this channel. Whereas with the clickbait version of the video, only 57.6% of watch time came from subscribers and 42.4% came from non-subscribers, which I guess maybe suggests 2 things. Number 1, the YouTube algorithm does value those lame clickbaity titles and thumbnails in terms of like what it puts in front of new viewers to be like, hey, you want to click on this? But number 2, you, my loyal subscribers, have way better taste than that, and you're not swayed by that clickbait nonsense. You just want a normal thumbnail. However, like I said, all of this is terrible science, partly because this channel is so small and the data set is so minimal. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue our research. For the next week, all of this week's videos are going to have terrible clickbaity thumbnails, and we'll see what difference that makes. I'm not going to do the double upload thing except for today's video, but I am for the rest of this week going to create the absolute best, worst clickbait thumbnails that I can, and we'll see. So for today's thumbnail, we're going to start with the same terrible photo of me that I used last time, pulling my exaggerated YouTuber face. But also, I discovered this new thing that's apparently a YouTube rule, you guys. Apparently, you can just put a blatant lie in your title and your thumbnail as long as you put a question mark on the end. Because according to YouTube, if it's got a question mark, technically you didn't say it, so it doesn't count as a lie. So today, I went viral? No, I did not, is the answer to that question. Now we just pop in an explodey background, an arrow in case you can't tell where I'm looking. We'll pop in a celebrity there, Mr. Beast this time. Chuck in a poppet as well. The kids are still into those, right? And then a TikTok logo, because, you know, why not? Is this an actual fair and balanced science experiment this time? Well, no, it's not. But is it marginally better than last time? Yes. I think it's fair to chalk that up as a victory for science, right? Why not?